Hello students, today we will study a very important and very interesting topic, that is variation in Mendelian inheritance. It doesn't mean that Mendelian inheritance is not right. It's completely right, but there are few variations which are important according to our study or which are important to the inheritance theory. So we will study that variation in this video. So watch the complete video very sincerely and make that you note down each and every important point so that you will grasp all the knowledge. Clear? So let's start with the variation in Mendelian inheritance. Before starting about the variation, let's have a look at an important thing, that is the locus. Locus is the position of gene in any chromosome. Suppose that we are having a chromosome like this, and on this position we are having a gene of height, that is capital T, and that represents the dominant trait. And when we draw the homologous chromosome of that chromosome, and on the same locus we are having the another allele of that particular gene. It means that is one gene and two alleles. It can be the dominant one, it can be the recessive one. For this one, same thing. So when the interaction will occur between these two alleles to represent a particular type of phenotype, then this type of interaction is known as intragenic interaction or intraallelic interaction. Suppose we are having one more chromosome, that is the homologous pair, and on that chromosome we are having another gene that is of color. We can take any one. So that is capital P for the dominant purple one, and that is the lowercase p, that is the recessive purple, recessive, it means white in color. So when the interaction occur between these two genes, this one and this one, it means here two genes are involved in the cross to represent a particular phenotype or genotypic ratio. So this type of interaction is known as intergenic interaction, intergenic or non-allelic interaction. There are few examples of both intragenic and intergenic interaction. So let's see what are the examples of intragenic interaction. That is incomplete dominance, codominance. And when we talk about the example of intergenic interaction or non-allelic interaction, that is polygenic inheritance and epistasis. As the name is showing, polygenic, poly means more than one, so that is polygenic. So here we are involving in intergenic interaction, there are more than one genes are involved in the interaction process, so that type of examples will come under this. And in case of incomplete dominance and codominance, a single gene's alleles are responsible for the cross and their behavior characters in each and everything. So that is the example of intragenic or intraallelic interaction. Now I think this is clear to you. So let's start with the incomplete dominance first. Let me explain you first that what does it mean actually. Incomplete dominance, it means the dominant allele is not able to express it completely when it is present alone. Suppose that, let me explain you with the all examples of incomplete dominant. The first example is Mirabilis, Jalapa, that is also known as 4 o'clock plant. The second one is, the second example is Antirrhinum which is also known as snapdragon or dog flower. That is the common name of it. And the third example is of a bird, that is Andalusian fowl. First we will see these two examples because they are having the same type of cross, the same type of characters and same type of behavior, you can say. So let's have a look about that. When we are taking these two first, when the cross occur between a plant having red flower, that is red flower, with the plant having white flower. Clear? We are starting with the as per the Mendelian inheritance pattern, so it means we are taking parents as the pure lines, that is homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive. So what are the gametes here? So these are the gametes. Now with the help of Punnett square, we will do the cross and we'll see the result of F1 generation. Here I am writing with the dominant one and here I am writing the recessive one. So when the cross will occur, what will form? Capital B, lowercase b, capital B, lowercase b, capital B and lowercase b. If we follow the Mendelian inheritance pattern, then they all should be of color red because they all are having that one dominant gene. But this is incomplete dominance. So in incomplete dominance, that dominant allele is not able to express itself when it is present alone, or you can say it is little bit less red when it is present alone. If it is present with its another dominant allele, then it can express itself completely. But it is present in heterozygous condition, or you can say when it is present with the recessive allele, it is not able to express itself completely. So the all four progenies will be pink in color. Clear? So that is the result of F1 generation. Now when the selfing will occur between the F1 generation progenies, it means that is between that heterozygous one and with this one. So what are the gametes here? That is capital B, lowercase b, and here it is again capital B and lowercase b. Clear? So again with the help of Punnett square, here I am writing the dominant one, recessive one, dominant one and recessive one. So when the cross will occur, what are the progenies here? So what we are getting here? We are getting one capital B, it means two dominant alleles, so color will be red. This one and this one are heterozygous, so the color will be pink. And this one is the recessive one, so the color will be white. So what is the phenotypic ratio here? That is 1 red into 2 pink into 1 white. And what is the genotypic ratio here? That is 1 homozygous dominant, 2 heterozygous and 1 homozygous recessive. Both are same. If we follow the Mendelian inheritance, then they all three are having the red color. So the ratio, phenotypic ratio will be 3:1 and genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. So that both ratios are different, but here it is not applicable because that is incomplete dominance. So the question in your exam will come like this, that when the in F2 generation, that is the F2 generation, in F2 generation we are getting the same phenotypic ratio and same genotypic ratio. So which type of cross is it? So the answer is, that is incomplete dominance. Okay, so they can ask you directly like that. Now The third example which we were having is Andalusian fowl. Andalusian fowl, it means we are talking about a bird. There are two varieties of bird. B, capital B, capital B, that is the black one, and lowercase b, that is the white. That is not completely white, actually that is little grayish, but we consider it as a white because there is a huge difference between them. So when the cross will occur between them, let me draw the gametes first. These are the gametes for the black one. These are the gametes for the recessive one. Let me draw the Punnett square here. Okay. So we are getting all the heterozygous birds and they all are having blue color. It is like grayish blue color, not completely blue, grayish blue color. So that is the F1 generation. Now when the selfing will occur between these two heterozygous like this, then what will happen? Again I am drawing the Punnett square for the cross. Clear? So here I am writing the dominant, recessive. These are the alleles for this heterozygous. And now when we do the cross, we are getting one homozygous dominant, two heterozygous, and one homozygous recessive. So that is black in color. And these two are heterozygous, it means they are blue in color, and that is white. So the phenotypic ratio is 1:2:1, and the genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Clear? If we follow the Mendelian inheritance pattern, it means they all three will be black and one is white, because they are having that dominant trait, but this is incomplete dominance. So that is why these two are blue and this one is black and this one is white. Now I am going to tell you an interesting fact here, that those people who are doing the poultry farming of these birds, what mistakes they are doing, because the black bird, the black fowl and the white fowl, it's sold at a very cheap price. So the price of black and white is very cheap, at very low price they sell it, and the blue one, the bird which is blue, that's sold at a very high price. So what mistake they do? They just kill the black and white fowls and just keep the only blue one, and they think that when they do the breeding between them, they will get all the blues, but they are getting one black, one white, and only two birds as a blue one. So because they don't have any knowledge of science, they are not from the science background, so they don't know about the incomplete dominance, and that's why they are doing these mistakes again and again. If they keep the black one and the white one, only then they can get the complete blue fowl, but they don't know the reason, so that's why they are doing this mistake, and every time they get the black one and the white one and they just kill them and only keep the blue one, just for thinking that they will get the high price for that. So guys, this is all about the incomplete dominance. I hope that you have enjoyed it and you have understand the cross completely. If still you have any problem, you can ask me in comment section and I will definitely clear your doubts. And don't forget to share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, subscribe it so that you will get all the updates timely, and don't forget to share with your friends so that they will also get the benefit of it. Thank you guys for watching it. Don't forget to press the like button. Bye bye.